This segment is brought to you by A.J. Doman Chevrolet. We say yes when others say no.
Hello and welcome back to this edition of Bayou Time. Once again, your host, Keith Whiteside, licensed clinical social worker with Terraborn Home Care. Very glad you're joining us. However you may be joining us, we appreciate it very, very much. And I always love it when people come on and they tell us about a difficult situation that they made better. Very glad that we have with us. We start with Mr. Robbie Bowers with Bayou Outdoors Foundation. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, Keith, for having us.
Absolutely. Glad you're here. Next to him, we have Mr. Taylor Lodrig. Taylor, how are you, sir?
I am doing good.
All right. Very cool. Thanks for being here. Sitting next to him, his dad. Glad to have Mr. Alvin Lodrig. Mr. Alvin, thanks for being here.
Thank you, Keith, very much.
All right. We appreciate y'all being here. So let's talk a little bit about this Bayou Outdoors Foundation. Robbie, tell us a little bit about it, how long it's been here, and things that y'all do.
We were established in August of 2022. We're here to serve the special and sick kids of South Louisiana by bringing them on hunting and fishing trips at no cost to their families. And our goal when we bring a child is just to make them feel like a rock star for the weekend.
Wow. You know, we hear about some of these other organizations, these Make-A-Wish foundations, these kinds of places, and they do what they can. But, you know, for people that live down here, hunting and fishing seems to be so very important to them. And the fact that y'all raise money to bring them is awfully special. Y'all have to feel really good about what you're doing.
Well, it's addictive. I mean, it's just plain and simple. You know, we get to see the joy that it brings these kids. And for a lot of these kids, it might be the only time they ever get to do it. And just to see the parents get overwhelmed, and they have enough stress in their life. And I want to feel like we're an outlet, you know, to relieve that and just to show them a really good time. And for some of these kids, you know, they may go on to fish for the rest of their lives or hunt for the rest of their lives, and by us introducing it to the family, you know.
Yeah, and again, it just makes it really special. And I love the fact that you're finding a way to pay it forward. What was the whole idea of starting it? How did it get started? I know it was 3 years ago in August, but how'd y'all get started?
Well, you have to step back a little bit further.
Okay.
Because 3 years prior to that, I met a gentleman named Will Dell from Houma, and he was doing it by himself. And he introduced us to a foundation in Tennessee, which me and several of my family and friends were board members on.
Right.
And we did that for 3 years. And then I told my wife, I said, I want to do something just in South Louisiana for the kids here.
Wow.
Because there's plenty enough of them. And that's what we decided to do, and it's been a success ever since.
I love it. I love it. And so I want to talk a little bit with Mr. Alvin. So, Mr. Alvin, I know y'all had a very difficult situation, and y'all were able to make a bad situation into something that worked out really well. Tell us a little bit about that.
That's exactly right, Keith. My son called me one day. He was out fishing in Morgan City, and he told me that somebody had stole his tackle bag.
Yeah.
So I headed that direction so I could immediately, as soon as I could, get involved.
Right.
And I called the Morgan City PD and I reported it. And of course, they had good ideas as to who the guy was.
Right.
And they went and checked on him. And of course, I told the police department, look, if he gives the stuff back, I won't make a big deal of it. He can go on with his merry life. And it didn't turn out that way at all. We got the bag back, and the stuff that was in it was sparse that we got back. So I got on Facebook and I put out a statement about the police department and about the situation. And the next thing I knew, I was getting a phone call from Robbie over here, and telling me that he was, you know, they were going to make things right, you know. And I was like, well, I was shocked because nothing like this has ever happened to me or to my son ever. You know, he loves to fish. He's been fishing most of his life.
Right.
And of course, his goal is to be a professional bass fisherman.
All right.
So I lean as a dad, you know, I came in to protect my son.
Right.
And just stand up, give him some backbones.
Right.
Stand up for my son.
Right.
And that's what I did. And I can't thank the foundation and Robbie and the other members and more.
Right. Because this is what they did. You have pictured of what they did.
That's what they done.
So when they did that, Taylor, tell me what it was like for you to see somebody step up and do this for you.
I was very shocked and thankful that they did that for me.
Right? because they didn't have to.
They didn't have to do that
Right.
at all.
So this bad situation ended up, this is more tackle than you probably ever had, right?
Definitely.
I love it. And the fact that you're such a good fisherman, as everybody's told me, even you, and so excited about that. You get a chance to be able to do that. And I love the fact that you probably spend quite a bit of money and have on tackle.
Definitely have.
Right? Because it's something you care about. So I appreciate that. So Robbie, tell us a little bit as we show some of the pictures about some of the people y'all have helped and how y'all have done this and how y'all find a way to pay it forward.
Well, when it come to Taylor, I reached out to a couple of the local bass pros
Right.
and a couple of the tackle box stores that we deal with, and I was just blown away by what they gave us. I mean, it was 10 times what I thought we were going to get.
Wow.
And it just shows, you know, when it's the right thing to do, people step up.
Right.
And but this year we've done a couple fishing trips.
Right.
There's a picture actually of a young girl we took for our first fishing trip. She caught a limit of specks.
Well, and there's a beautiful yellowmouth right there. I mean, that's a
Right.
beautiful speck. Right?
And,
Who else?
And then we have a couple more trips coming up.
Okay.
Actually, we have a sister foundation in Waco that
Right.
saw the story about Taylor, and they called me and said, "Get him up here. We're taking him fishing."
Wow.
So next month, me and Taylor and his dad and another young man and his dad from Franklin, we're gonna go up there and catch some sockeye.
Oh my! Listen, I want a full report. I want a fishing report from you guys. All right,
You get it.
All right, very good, guys. Congratulations! I'm glad they made that right. I'm glad they stepped up. Glad they helped you, Taylor. Great news. Thanks for coming on today. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank y'all so much. And I want to give a big shout out for the foundation.
They do a great
Bayou
job.
Outdoors.
All right,
Done it.
and thank you so much for joining us. That'll do it for this particular Bayou Time. But don't go anywhere. I got a whole lot more right here on HTV.
This segment was brought to you by A.J. Doman Chevrolet. We say yes when others say no.